Welcome back everyone to more Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Final Fantasy has just hit Standard. Standard's been shaken up a tiny bit. Excited to try out some new cards. Today's new card is Ultima. Destroy all artifacts and creatures end the turn. A nice side grade to Sunfall. Of course, Sunfall exiles creatures, gives you a token, lots of powerful stuff going on there. But Ultima, importantly, Ultima answers Cori Steelcutter. Cori Steelcutter, arguably the strongest card in Standard. Ultima is such a sick way to deal with the tokens, deal with the cutter at the same time. Any Swift Spears or Drake Catchers that are hanging around go away too. Really powerful effect, being able to answer cutter more consistently. Beyond that, we have a solid blue-white control shell here. This kind of deck has been hovering around for a couple months now in different forms. Of course, we have our stock-ups as one of the key cards alongside Get Lost, our only two 4-ofs in the main deck. We have some counter spells. We have Bezas as a phenomenal stabilization tool. And Marang River Regent from the previous set has been such a standout as your card advantage spell, but also your late game stabilization tool and win con. Very, very impressive card. But today we're really all about this Ultima card. I want to see how it performs. I want to see if we get to blow up some steel cutters and see if this card helps put blue-white control back on the map. I don't know if I'm allowed to keep this. That's my upset would go right. Would go so hard. Incredible. Okay. Spooky. Spooky, scary slick shots. Oh, I agree, Arch. Like, I do have the footnote on the Lord of the Rings set that I do think Orcish Bowmasters and the One Ring are like pretty egregious failures. But the flavor of the set is like unbelievably good. Like, they could not have made the flavor of the set any better if they'd, like, you know, no matter how hard they try. Disney owns everything, assume. Yeah, if you're wondering if Disney owns something, it's probably reliable enough to say yes. You'll be wrong like X% of the time, but most of the time you'll be right. Is the third best Lord of the Rings card the Troll? Maybe. I'm trying to... Lorien revealed? Possibly? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Samwise was pretty good. Flame of Anor. Yeah, Flame of Anor was great. I could counter this, but I think I really need to find my land drop. I say as I fail to find my land drop. Nominal stuff. Great. I just have to cast the stock up for lands, but obviously it feels completely horrendous because I'm probably going to take 1 million damage next turn now. Troll is banned in a format, so it's third best by default. To be fair, Troll's only banned because they were too scared to ban the actual problem cards. Troll died for Entomb Sins, etc. Oh, Cast into Fire is great. It's true. Hey, I did die. What do you know? I gotta say, early days. The vibes on this blue-white control deck continued to be like a little bit rancid. Early days. I'm ready to be wrong, you know. But like, wow, that was rough. Tidebinder's good against Cutter. It's also kind of good against Talent. Hey Mel. I don't do deck help on stream. I do coaching where I sometimes help people with that. The person we played last round looked like they were having so much fun. If someone can get me that absent list, I'll just play it. Wait, what? Gwen? Is that real, Gwen? I never realized. That's crazy. Apparently it took me too long to realize it, too. Oh my god, my heroes. With the Una lists. Alright, we can't play Una today because I really need to work on Is It a bit. But Thursday, locking in a Una deck. 100% playing Una. If I don't play Una on Thursday, y'all can riot. Okay? Universes Beyond. Oh my goodness. I feel like I should probably just say go and not cast this High Noon yet. Because of Spell Pierce. Well, the thing is, they normally only have 1 to 2 Spell Pierce, and I really want to be able to, like, normalize the stock up. God damn it. Why? They were like 15% to have that. Great. How do they always have it? Because opponent's playing the broken deck and we're playing No More Lies. I'm just gonna take 2. I don't want them to like counter my thing and get a prowess trigger and a Drake. Sounds pretty horrific. Alright, I wish to answer your Drake catcher. Oh my god, it actually worked. Shocking news. No More Lies is another MPM card, so true. We have found one of the few playable MKM cards. Yeah, Kutzil being able to play Mana Leak would be basically the worst thing I could imagine. I hate that. Alright, whatever. Please resolve. Sure. The mighty 1/2 has landed. Well, this helps against the mighty 1/2. At least they get to crack these maps now. I don't really know how I win this game. They still have 2 cards in hand. Okay, that's a pretty phenomenal draw, I will admit. Draw a card, gain 4. Temporary lockdowns are pretty okay, we're doing some things. This temporary lockdown loses us the High Noon. Probably acceptable. But it stops me dying. Let's see. I hope I get to lock down the Storm Chasers. Best strategy to win is not losing. Sage advice. Please resolve. Please resolve. Please resolve. Please resolve. Please. Please. I've been so good. I deserve a temporary lockdown. Come on. Let's go. Okay. This game is now looking pretty reasonable for us. I really wanted to save this negate for like a bounce spell. But also I feel like the cutter could legitimately solo us here. They can't trigger it currently. I mean, we don't know what the mystery card in their hand is. Yeah, we ate the high noon with our lockdown. Oh my god, why? Fascinating. Oh, untapped isn't working. Curious. Oh, apparently there's an update available. I should probably do that in a sec. I could kill the Otter token. I think I kind of want to remove the flying from the slick shot though. They're going to get to activate the talent. This is all kinds of trouble. Alright, I'm going to try updating my untapped. I apologize if this somehow crashes my stream. I can counter the activation. I guess I don't get to counter the slick shot in a meaningful way anyways, so I might as well counter the activation. Alright, we take 8. And then we just like... Alright, so we wait for it to level up. And then we counter the targeting, because then my opponent can never level 2 this ever again. Although, yes, we're locked downing it anyway, so it makes no difference. But, you know. I see enough people mess this up that I might as well do it the correct way. Alright, we get to draw a card. That's pretty nice. Cash in that fish. Opponent goes to 5. It's a good draw stat. Let's go. Game free. Believe we are running it back. We do have to be on the draw, but this is a pretty solid hand. We have the high noon on 2. No sweeper though, so they might get some early pressure going. Alright, there's the cutter. Hopefully high noon keeps it under control though. They get it for 2. Ooh, 3 steps ahead. Interesting. I'm just gonna get my tap plan down. Since anything we could 3 steps ahead, we can change the equation on. Blood more time? Opt time, sure. Acceptable. Alright, we're ready to kill the Slick Shot after they cast a spell. Although they do get to cash in the maps then, which is a little sad. Whoa, Planisphere. Fascinating. I guess I'm still just gonna kill this Slick Shot. They get to equip the cutter. Oh, they could have equipped it to this, right? Wouldn't that have been an extra damage? I'm pretty sure Planisphere is terrible. But I might be wrong. I am very suspicious of Planisphere. But who knows? I think we might have to coil and catch. Just to look for a sweeper. So obviously they could have a counterspell. Hopefully they just level up their Storm Chasers. Oh, Rebel Salvo's kind of nice with Planisphere. That's an interesting point. Oh my god, I just need an Ultima. Instead I will just die, I guess. An Ultima or a Lockdown, you know. Instead I will just die. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of hard for me to imagine Planisphere being better than Drakecatcher. And Drakecatcher's already, like, a little mid. But also, maybe I'm wrong. It gets, like, permanent prowess, but you never get Drakes off of it. Wait, there's a different better Drakecatcher in Final Fantasy, is there? This is both surprising and fascinating. Oh, Vivi. I mean, Vivi costs 3 mana. Vivi is a pretty good card, but it's not clear to me that Vivi's actually necessarily better than Drakecatcher. It kind of costs 0. Sometimes it kind of costs 4. Alright, Beza, save me. You're my only hope. My mighty elk. How long until they level up a talent to level 3? A classic. I mean... Sure. Yeah, that's true. Planisphere kind of like turns other creatures into hatches. It's possible I'm underrating Planisphere. I do need to play with it at some point. I am a little suspicious. But maybe it's actually nice. Maybe it plays better than it looks, you know? I could believe it. I know I have a habit of being a hater of new cards until I play with them. You know? I just want to counter this. We should probably equip the steel cutter now. Yep. Smart. Plays around this Tidebinder nicely. Interesting. Oh, I can technically sack the High Noon. Fascinating. Maybe weird. That's why I'm not meant to play out the untapped land. I think it kind of makes sense though. Bunch of weird combinations for using my mana that make me want to hit and play. Alright, am I ever allowed to activate this Anchorage and like triple block? Alright, it is just happening, which means my Anchorage dies, which is very sad. But also probably fine. Blue-white seems sort of abysmal. It's not felt terribly impressive so far. I cannot deny. It has felt the tiniest bit underpowered. It's really fun reading through everyone's takes on Planisphere versus Drakecatcher. Because it's making me realize that none of us really know the answer. One of you is probably right, but I don't know who. Tishana copy for the win. Yeah, Tishana copy on what though? Do I want to stop this otter? Probably not. They're probably going to do something to the otter. They might upgrade this talent. Oh, fascinating. Okay, well. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Should probably stop it getting haste. We can all agree Planisphere is a blue magic card. Don't get too crazy with the takes. Simply equip a Drakecatcher with a Planisphere. That does sound kind of sick, though. Is the thing. That does sound legitimately kind of sick. Oh, the High Noon can deal 5? Opponent is secretly on 5 life right now. Alright. Pretty delightful. I'm guarding this treasure token with my life right now. Okay, they should definitely have raged before blocking. I guess maybe not. Maybe they aren't thinking about Elspeth Smite. It was pretty reasonable to not think about Elspeth Smite. And like, they do play around, like, get lost by doing things this way. But also, wow, am I happy they blocked first. Alright, opponent is on 5 life. May return opt. Powerful stuff. Let's see how that goes for them. Why does it just like no one to tap any demolition fields? Alright. We did it. We beat the unbeatable. But who knows? I need to play with VV lists more. After this match is done, we're going to be playing some VV. Oh my god, we're playing against a Candy Trail deck and we have Ultima in our deck. That's kind of unpleasant. Ultima versus the stupid 2 and a blue card. Who would win? 2 and a blue make some constructs. Alright, let's start stocking up. Synthesizer. That's the one. Hey, the card I mentioned. Now we just need to find an Ultima. Very quickly. Oh, maybe I was meant to Soul Partition this, just to buy time. Synthesizer. Oh my god, I can't bring myself to say those jokes out loud on stream. But know that I appreciate it. Now do I Soul Partition the Synthesizer? Yeah, we can always lock down the tokens. Yeah, I think I just want to get digging. I agree. Oh. Everything worked out fine, chat. There was nothing to be scared of. Kind of like land drops. I almost want to get rid of this Mistmoors. Oh, maybe that's bad though with the Elspeth in hand. Maybe it's bad to get rid of the Misty. Probably was bad. Synthesize her. Oh, I love Tupperware Remix Party. I've not listened to them in so long. A+ band name, by the way. One day we will find an Ultima. I remember when Planeswalkers used to draw cards. I remember a long time ago. The whale. I'm not sure what the whale does here, but okay. You just like the whale. I mean, I like the whale too. We get a card out my hand. Force them to recast this. Oh, Fountainport's actually really nice. I'll keep it. How do they ever beat Ultima into drawing 0 Ultima? Look. It's true. It's just true. I mean, the good news is they aren't doing anything. So it's fine. Gosh, I haven't been to a gig in so long. I need to change that. Mm-hmm. Luckily we have some temporary lockdowns in hand. So, that's good. Oh my god. Deck, please. Come on. Come on. Time for lockdown. I mean, we can probably, like, tempt fate a little bit longer, right? Second Fountainport probably unneeded. As much as it's appealing to me. Alright, how do we lose horribly for daring to play Beza? I see. That's pretty good. Huh. Yeah, we have 3 Ultimas in the deck. We have 35 cards remaining that we have not seen. We also might just die here, apparently. Oh, I dared to not temporary lockdown. God damn it. I underestimated their ability to remove blockers. I should have respected them a bit more. That was all my fault. 100%. Boon-Bringer could be funny. I kind of just am like morally opposed to aborting this in against anyone who's not on omniscience. Do I want Jaces or Masterminds? I don't know if Masterminds do very much. Jaces sound kind of reasonable. Oh, it does feel like if I just cast the lockdown, we could probably never lose that game. We have like a second lockdown, we keep buying time. Eventually we find Ultima and the game ends on the spot. Loot tree is fixed. Oh, as in there's pre-rules change loot tree? Is that what you mean, Sophia? Synthesizer. I should probably negate that. And that it is the singular good card in my opponent's deck. Not holding open free essay might be a mistake. I kind of want to greed it and try and do the 5 mana mode though. Wow, mega paid off. Amazing stuff. Alright, start swinging. 6-turn clock. Get in there, oh mighty elemental elk. Resolves. This one does not resolve. This stuck up. Look for a counter. I can get lost feels like it doesn't actually do very much. I almost want to take land. Maybe that's ridiculous. Oh wow, a huge raid from Hamhawks. Thank you, Ham, for the big raid. Welcome to everyone joining us for some standard. Welcome, welcome, raiders. Can we get a shout out for Hamhawks? To everyone joining us, I am Autumn or Rainy. I play standard on Arena, mainly. We've been trying out some sweet Final Fantasy cards. This deck has Ultima in it, which has been pretty impressive. And then we're going to be trying out some VV in Is It Prowess after this. Well, decks I'm favoring so far in standard. I don't think the meta's been like massively shaken up. But I do think the VV card is pretty nice. And there's a handful of other cards I'm excited to try out. There's a green-black graveyard deck that I think's gotten some pretty big improvements. I'm excited to try out the Unidex at some point soon. Wow, Spectral Denial, crazy. Alright, here's the bay. I can go get the... I'm so bad at these names. Simulacrum Synthesizer. They're still kind of setting up, though. We get to go Elspeth, stock up next turn. And feel pretty good. Or we might stock up into Ultima and win the game. So, you know. Anything could happen. What even is an Ultima? We just don't know. We just don't know. One day we will find out. Is Ultima still in the deck? I sure hope so. Cryptic Co. Interesting. That was not on my bingo card. Wait, what 4-drop do they have? Oh, I see. Okay. That's acceptable. So we just lock down, I guess? Oh, I could stock up and just dig for Ultima again. Because hitting Ultima would literally win the game on the spot. Or I could lock down and just have free SA open, and that's pretty phenomenal too. You like stock up first? Yeah, I guess we can always take an untapped land if we need to. Right. Huh. Kind of just failed to find anything of relevance there, but it's fine. Technically, Marang can rebuy Lockdown if we need. Oh, I'll see you, Hamhawks. Have a good day. Braided Net. Kinda just want to counter that. Oh, hey, Sun Thief. Yeah, it's especially funny because today we are like specifically trying out this Ultima card. And we're just kind of never drawing it. In theory, it sounds strong. But who's to say? We just don't know. Am I allowed to coil and catch? I could just like play the Regent, bounce the token in the net, counter the net when they recast it. It doesn't sound terrible. Yeah, the dragon gets them dead real quick. Oh, net can disable walkers. Oh. Luckily, my opponent doesn't know that either. Luckily, we are both none the wiser. Thank goodness for that. Alright. I would like to counter your braided net, please. Thank you. One day we'll cast this Ultima card, and it will be unbelievable. God, Get Lost feels so bad against them. Can Get Lost be a different card? Should I have Soul Partition in my deck instead of Get Lost? Maybe another Mistmoors. A Whale Unsummon. I think the Unsummon's pretty bad. It bounces a token, but I think the token... We have, like, lockdowns for the tokens. And tokens that can chump block. Yeah, I was wondering about Mastermind. They don't really draw many cards. Is the problem. I don't think Mistmoors is incredible is the thing. Partition on Synth is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I quite like partitioning Synth. Oh, no 2-mana thing. Am I actually allowed to keep this? We have no 2-mana plays. We're like really desperately hoping to hit lands. Jace and Beza are fine, but like kind of mid. I kind of want a mulligan on 7. I'd keep this on 6. We're definitely keeping this. I'm on the draw, but being on the draw almost makes that hand... Yeah, hand is banned. Yeah, that hand's also just worse on the draw, right? Because if we stock up on turn 3, we have to discard. So the hand is like even worse because we're on the draw. It's kind of wild. As if that hand could be any worse. That's a large token you have there, my friend. I feel like pretty forced to lock down, I guess. Pretty good lockdown. Synthesizer. I feel like this one's not allowed to resolve. Let's no more Liza, I suppose. Sure. I accept your terms. Okay. I guess we're just coil when catching. The bear is now a chocobo. Indeed, the bear has been retired. Unfortunately. The chocobo was too cute not to have. Oh, hoo. Oh, Ultima, you say? I see. I believe the opponent is allowed to resolve their United Battlefront. I believe this is acceptable. Yeah, sure thing. You get some stuff. Enjoy your stuff. Like, now I have the Yuna avatar, the Yuna sleeves, and the chocobo. The cosmetics are just never being changed. They're just locked in forever. Such devastation. This was not my intention. I get a lockdown in play. How delightful. Oh, I could just take the second Ultima. This sounds pretty fun, I don't know. Makes me wish I'd taken a land instead of whatever I took earlier. Second Ultima is funny. I agree. Yeah, you can have that permanent opponent. Seems acceptable. I very specifically don't want to cast Mistmoors, because I think they have Spectral Interference in hand. And Elspeth resolves around that, whereas Mistmoors does not. Assuming I would be casting full retail Mistmoors, of course. Now we can play partial retail Mistmoors to play around it and get 4 tokens. Oh, Disdainful Stroke. Alright, well. I guess they must have drawn that for the turn. Get in there, tokens. Yeah, you get 4 moths instead of 2. Kinda sick. Oh no, my 1/1. Whatever will I do without my 1/1? Truly, we just don't know. Why not? Stop them drawing a card, get a body in play, watch them scoop. Everything we could possibly want. Alright, we did it. We went 2-1 with blue-white control. Deck is clearly broken.